Welcome to Potion Sword Run. The best game ever released is gonna get a sequel. Yes, I'm talking about Lawn Mowing Simulator. It was released a couple years ago. Skyhook Games released Lawn Mowing Simulator. I got hooked on it. I seriously put in more time in that game than any other game since that game has come out. But they have announced that there's gonna be a new game coming out. There's gonna be launching a Kickstarter. So go and support this game because it needs it. Now it doesn't really need it, but it just wants more money to finish finishing the game. Whatever. Let them develop the game they want to develop the way they want to develop it. I don't care if it's a Kickstarter. I don't care if it's fully published, but I don't care. I don't care as long as it comes out. Now the game is promised to have improvements. Not only is it going to have new locations and new contracts and all that stuff, but they added new grass mechanics. If you played the old game, you had different layers of grass, like different sizes. You had high grass, low grass, but there was all uniform throughout. It was not no different type of grass or overgrown or nothing like that. It was just a contract to cut grass of usually like a commercial place, and the grass was either tall or shorter or whatever, and you had a certain length you had to cut it at. This game, however, they're saying the grass has more like character, like it's more lumpy in certain spots, so it's not all uniform. So when you actually cut it, it'll feel more realistic, because all the other grass, like in real life, doesn't grow all uniformly all the time. But this one, like, I just can't wait to get into the groove and then cut that first little, like, just clean cut, and then you see like all the other bush all lumpy around it. So satisfying. So I'm excited for the new type of grass that they're gonna be introducing. I mean, awesome, right? Like lumpy grass. It's like makes it more realistic. After all, it's a simulator game. So I'm really, really excited about that. And the screenshot they showed, you can actually see it. So it's still a work in progress. So who knows how good it's gonna look and vice versa. But if you look at the screenshot, you can actually see the different layers of grass, and you can actually see the little bumps and stuff, which hopefully it actually turns out that way. That's not all. They're introducing what are those things called, blowers. They have leaves now, so you're gonna be blowing with leaves and stuff. In the first game they didn't have that. In the first game they only had ride-on mowers, or sit-on mowers, whatever, and they didn't even have a weed whacker, the stringers. They added that later on. On this game, they promised to add new stringers and new mowers and now leaf blowers. So it's another thing that you can do, which is pretty cool. I wonder how they're going to handle that. I mean, the physics for all those leaves, it's got to be pretty impressive, to be able to do that. We'll see how that works. So far, they didn't really show anything about that, but I mean, I can see it being very satisfying, like clearing like a area. We'll see maybe even mulching the leaves if you're able to use your lawnmower. I mean, they didn't talk about that, but I mean, who knows? Who knows? But either way, just adding the leaf blower thing is, yeah, cool. I like that they're actually adding to the sequel. But I'm really just more excited to just mow. I like mowing. I just love it. I don't understand. It's just like one of those things where it just satisfies me to my core. Like if I could choose a career to have, a job to have, it would be just a mower. Like just mowing lawns. Like I like the smell of grass. I like the like just the cutting, just being precise on there, and just I don't know. It's just very satisfying. Like not just visually, like in my senses, but like in my soul. I could retire doing that for the rest of my life. But alas, I did not choose that career. But it doesn't matter because now I have these video games to do it for me. Lawn Mowing Simulator should be coming out soon. What else do they have on there? Let me see. Oh yes, like I was saying, the first game actually had mostly all commercial type places, so it wasn't like mowing somebody's front yard. But in this one, they actually show a screenshot of a normal yard, which is awesome, because it's like it feels more realistic. That's actually something like a mowing job that you would have. Like in the other place, we were mowing like parks that had dinosaurs. It was DLC. We were mowing like big old castles. We were mowing like orchards and stuff like that. But here we're mowing like people's houses, and I think that's kind of cool. Now, I really hope that they do have some overgrown, backyards or something, nothing too crazy, but it'll be kind of cool. And then who knows, maybe Lawnmower Simulator Part 2 will have DLC where you can actually, do hedges and stuff and cut. I mean, I don't know. They did DLC for the other one. They had 2 DLC packages, and they did introduce the weed whackers. But besides this game, I know I'm going, everywhere, but they actually released, or they're going to be releasing new DLC for the first game. I think it's called the Heritage Pack, if I'm not mistaken. They already released it on PC, on Steam and Epic, and I think they're supposed to release it in October for the consoles. So look out for that to keep you, holding over until the other game comes out. I'm definitely gonna buy it. Probably be like $20 for the DLC. It introduces a new mower. It has new locations and stuff. So yeah. The next game, Part 2, they also revamped the whole starting your own business part of it. I guess it gets more intricate than just picking locations to mow and stuff. So I'm really interested to see how they improve that aspect of the game as well. Yeah. Other than that, just look out for a new thing. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure that's all it. I have some notes here. They have new equipment. I can't wait. Like, see, they had a lot of equipment, like from Toro. They had Skag. They had Knight. They had Patterson. I think they had a couple more. But I really hope they, add the Cub Cadet or Greenworks. They did have an electric one actually, the Ego, which is awesome. But I just hopefully they had like different type of mowers that it didn't add in this first one. I know it has to do with like licensing and stuff, but I mean if they license Skag and they license Toro, then they can license like Cub Cadet and other stuff. So I really hope they introduce new type of mowers, because like in the first game, like most of them had like different feel to it, like the engines felt different. So speaking of feeling different, if I hear that the PlayStation 5 uses the haptic feedback on the controller, so you can have different feels and actually feel the grass when you're actually mowing it, then I'm definitely gonna buy it on the PlayStation 5. I know I'm an Xbox fan and I have the last one on the Xbox, but if they're able to utilize the controller, forget it. Like I'm not gonna look back. PlayStation 5 all day. So Skyhook Games or whoever the developer is, I don't know their publisher, haptic feedback, man. Use the controller, utilize it, make it feel like I'm actually cutting grass when I'm on the grass, and when I'm not, like on the smooth part, make it not feel like I'm actually cutting grass. You know what I mean? So the ball's in your court, Sony, or whoever's gonna make the game. Make them do it, Sony. But anyways, now I'm just going everywhere fanboying. But that's about it. Do they have anything else? Yeah, it's just new locations and stuff. Anyways, we know they're gonna be releasing DLC too, so look forward to that. Man, I'm so excited. You don't understand how excited I'm for this game. It's probably like my favorite game almost ever. Like it's kind of weird to say because it's like a lawn mowing simulator. You're cutting grass, but it's just like relaxing and soothing. You can just zone out. It's like good for the soul type of game, and I really love it. And I'm excited that they're releasing a part 2. And I'm actually gonna support the Kickstarter when they launch it. It should be launching soon. And if you love me, you should report it too. Not report it, support it. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, always be kind to yourself and enjoy your life. And I'll meet you right there. Peace.